Today we celebrate a giant in the church's history of saints, and that's St. Augustine. And one interesting aspect about Augustine, though, is it's because of others that he encountered the Lord Jesus. First, his mom, and second, St. Ambrose of Milan. As you know, with his mother, St. Monica, she would pray daily for him to encounter the Lord. And for years, she would pray that he would come back to the church, that he would love Jesus, receive the Eucharist, love the scriptures, love the truths about God. She just constantly prayed. And it took a very long time. She might be a saint worth considering for a lot of us when we think about our families, really close friends. She just continued to pray. And in God's providence, Augustine was brought into the church. There's the aspect of prayer. That's St. Monica with Augustine. But then there's the aspect of teaching and preaching to bring people into the church. That's St. Ambrose of Milan. When Augustine was a younger adult, he heard Ambrose preach for the first time. And the words were just marvelous for Augustine. Ambrose was able to preach and unpack the Bible, and Augustine's brilliant mind, although he didn't know Christ really at all, he loved his preaching. He just loved to sit in the pew and just soak in what Ambrose had to say. Prayer and preaching bringing Augustine back into the church. And that might be a good lesson for you and I today. With the people that we want to bring back to the church, it's probably going to be a blend of prayer and conversation, or a blend of prayer and teaching. And we have to be very, very careful of the approach we take. And with the life of St. Augustine, we see through God that through these two individuals, the blend of prayer and preaching brought one of the greatest saints ever right to the front doors of the church, even to the altar as a bishop.